Listen up, mate. Let me guess. You've been trying to talk to women for ages now, and still nothing seems to work, right? You've been getting those awkward silences, the "I'm not interested" vibes, or worse, the dreaded friend zone. You know what I'm talking about. It's frustrating, it's humiliating, and honestly, it can make you feel like you've got two left feet when it comes to talking to women. But hey, you're not alone. Most guys out there are just as clueless. And I'm about to set you straight. You might think it's complicated, that there's some secret code women have that only the elite few understand. Well, here's the cold, hard truth. Women don't want some perfect guy to come swooping in with smooth talk and a shiny suit. No, they want a guy who is genuine. They want someone who isn't trying to impress them every single second. So, let's get into it. I'll break it down nice and simple. If you're ready to ditch your awkwardness and start talking to women like you actually know what you're doing, buckle up. It's time to learn the real rules. Let's talk about confidence. First, because that's where so many men fall flat. Confidence isn't about having the perfect lines or looking like you just stepped out of a GQ magazine. It's about feeling good in your own skin. If you're standing there with your shoulders hunched, avoiding eye contact, or worse, staring at the floor, forget about it. Women can spot that a mile away. It's not the clothes you wear or the flashy car you drive. It's the way you carry yourself that matters. Now don't get it twisted. Confidence isn't arrogance. If you walk into a room acting like you own the place, that's not confidence, that's insecurity wrapped in a fancy package. True confidence is owning who you are. It's about not needing her validation. You've got to learn how to stand tall and speak clearly, without hesitation, even if you're feeling nervous inside. Remember, confidence is the silent killer. Before we continue, I need you to do me a favor. Look down at that subscribe button. Go ahead, hit it. Why? Because I'm giving you hard truths, not fluff. You're going to want to stick around for the rest of this. So go on, subscribe now. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let's move on to the next thing. Stop thinking you need to impress her. Here's a shocker. Women are not looking for someone to wow them. They've heard the lines, the compliments, the rehearsed speeches. You think she's going to be impressed by your knowledge of wine or your ability to recite Shakespeare? Nah. Women are looking for authenticity. Forget the act. Forget trying to make her think you're someone you're not. The minute you try to impress her with things you don't even believe in, you're doomed. You've got to keep it real. Be you, because if she's interested in the guy you're pretending to be, then what's the point? Now let's talk about body language. This one's huge. Women are incredibly tuned in to what's going on beneath the surface. You could be saying all the right things, but if your body language says something different, she's going to pick up on that. If you're standing with your arms crossed, that's a defense mechanism. She sees that. If you're constantly checking your phone or looking around, it shows you're not interested in the conversation. And guess what? Neither is she. Eye contact is key. Don't stare like a creep, but engage her with steady, confident eye contact. It's like saying to her, "I'm here, I'm paying attention, and I'm not looking around the room for the next best thing." Your body speaks louder than words, mate. Learn to speak its language. Listen, if you're still thinking about the perfect line to use, stop right there. The idea that there's some magical sentence that's going to make her fall head over heels is a fantasy. Women don't fall for lines. They fall for the guy who's genuine, confident, and comfortable in his own skin. But here's the trick. You don't need lines at all. Start with asking real, simple questions. Ask about her day, her interests, her passions. Keep it light, don't interrogate her, but make it clear you're genuinely interested. The more you ask, the more she'll open up. That's how a real conversation starts, not with some rehearsed garbage you memorized from a YouTube video. Real men don't memorize lines, they ask questions. Now we need to talk about humor. Yes, humor is important, but here's where it goes south for most guys. They try way too hard. They think they need to crack jokes or make fun of others to get a laugh. Stop. Just stop. A woman will laugh at something genuine, not something that's forced. If you're trying to be funny to get her attention, it's not going to work. A man who's naturally funny is attractive, but trying to be the funny guy all the time, it screams insecurity. Humor should come naturally in the moment. Don't force it. If she laughs, great. If she doesn't, move on. Women like a guy who doesn't need to rely on jokes to get her attention. The key is to not overthink it. Be relaxed. Let your humor flow effortlessly. Here's a hard truth that a lot of guys don't want to hear. Stop talking about yourself all the time. Men have this tendency to go on and on about their achievements, their work, their hobbies. The thing is, women don't care about your resume. What they care about is connection. If you talk about yourself non-stop, she'll feel like she's talking to a wall. It's all about balance. Ask about her, show interest in what she's passionate about, and don't interrupt with your own stories. You don't have to give her your life story, but you do have to listen. Listening is underrated. If she sees that you're genuinely engaged in what she's saying, she'll open up more. You're not there to impress her with your life. You're there to learn about hers. Let me say it loud and clear. Women don't like a man who is desperate. Desperation is a huge turnoff. And guess what? You know how you come off as desperate by texting her 100 times, overanalyzing every little interaction, or constantly seeking her approval. Knock it off. If you're desperate for attention, she'll feel it, and it will push her away. You don't need to chase her around. You need to live your life, and if she's into you, she'll come along for the ride. The minute you stop chasing her, she'll start chasing you. Trust me, confidence is the opposite of desperation. When you stop trying to get her attention, you'll get it naturally. And finally, let me give you some tough love. You don't have to get it right every time. You're going to mess up. You're going to say the wrong thing. You're going to experience awkward silences. And that's okay. It's part of the process. You can't expect to talk to women like a seasoned pro on your first go. Hell, even the most confident guys screw up now and then. The key is to learn from it, brush it off, and keep going. If you let one bad conversation destroy your confidence, then you're lost before you even start. Learn to laugh at yourself and stop overthinking every interaction. Just go out there, have a conversation, and see where it goes. So, there you have it. No more excuses. No more pretending to be someone you're not. No more worrying about having the perfect line or waiting for the right moment. If you want to talk to women, all you need to do is be confident, authentic, and real. The rest will follow. You've got this, mate. Now get out there and start talking.